Okay, so this video is going to be about taking care of your sourdough starter in a really low maintenance way. So I wanted to make this video. I'm gonna be cooking here while I'm making this video. So a lot of different times I have seen people taking care of their sourdough starter, and I noticed that they are of the mindset that they have to keep it out on their counter and like be feeding it every day or every other day. And well, I mean, I feel bad because, you know, some of these people are like having to throw away a ton of discard, or they're getting way too much discard and they're trying to give it to friends and they don't know what to do with all this and they're trying to bake enough to keep up with it. And I feel like my whole video, I could just say one thing and that would be the end of it. You can stick your sourdough starter in the fridge when you don't need to be using it. It's that simple. A lot of people know this. I'm not trying to like say nobody knows this, but I know there are some people that don't realize that, and they feel so scared of trying to do sourdough because it looks so intimidating to try to keep your starter alive. I'm gonna get my sourdough out of the fridge and show it to you all. So this is my sourdough starter. That is literally like how much I just always keep in the fridge. You do not need a ton of starter to bake with. You really, really don't. You can grow it whenever you need more. And it's actually, okay, so this is about how much sourdough starter I always keep in the fridge. I put it in the fridge and I leave it there for weeks. People have left it in their fridge for months and they get it right back out and feed it and it works just fine. Like, sourdough starter is so hearty. Like, if you have a good healthy sourdough starter, it's so hearty. I don't know if there's a better word for that, but it revives like so easily. Say I have stuck away my sourdough starter in the fridge for 2-3 weeks, 1 week, whatever. Doesn't really matter the amount of time. It's been sitting in my fridge waiting for me to revive it again, okay? So I get it out after 2 weeks. All I do is feed it like normal, and when it is doubled in size, I can use it to cook with. That's really how simple it is. So I do that. Whatever starter is left that I didn't use to bake with, I just stick it back in the fridge, or like dump the rest of it on top of this, whatever, and then it just goes back in the fridge until I need it again. So, but once you have a good established starter, it is not hard to keep it alive. Just throw it in the fridge. And then the second thing I want to say is, if you have a good healthy starter, and say that you just like fed it and you baked with it like a week or less ago, you can pull it out of the fridge and not even feed it, okay? You can pull it right out and not even feed it and mix your recipe together, because once it's in the recipe, it's feeding off of what the ingredients are in your bread dough that you made, okay? So it's feeding it right then and there. I don't know if I would try that if it has been sitting in the fridge for more than a week or two. I probably wouldn't try it if it's been longer than that. I don't know how long you can go with doing that. But anyways, that was just kind of a side tip. I guess you didn't really even need to know that, but I just kind of wanted to tell you that to make my point even more emphasized, that sourdough starter is just so easy to work with. I know how intimidating it can be, but it is really not intimidating. So that's about all I have to say about a low maintenance starter. And if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments, and I'll just get back to you in the comments with whatever questions you have. If I know the answer, I'll try to answer it. So, okay, that's it for this video. Super short and sweet, and I hope that it inspires some of you to go ahead and dive into the sourdough world. It is really so much fun to cook with sourdough. It's just very rewarding, and you can't get a better taste than sourdough bread. So, okay, thanks for watching.